This is just a brief little video to talk about edge flow. Now, what edge flow means is there should be a flow to the edges of your model. Whenever you create a model, there should be a logical explanation for where the edges are going, where they're placed, how they're connected to each other. And there are two principles to keep in mind for edge flow, and that is parallel and perpendicular. And I like to use a cactus as an example of these two different flows because I think they kind of have the general shape already built into them. If you look at a cactus, you've got these ridges that flow along the shape of the body of the cactus and along the arms, and they look, something kind of like this. These are the parallel edges that make up the cactus. Even the arms have these parallel edges that flow along them. And then to complete the shape, you have to have the perpendicular edges that go in between the parallel edges and connect them all together into this 3D mesh. So if I want to model a cactus in Maya, I would usually start with something fairly simple to begin with. I'm going to start with a cube because a cube is, once again, the simplest shape that I can think of in Maya. So I'm going to start by making something that is roughly the body of the cactus, and I'll extrude a couple times to create where the arms are going to come out of. So if I were to select this face right here and say, well, this is where my cactus arm is going to come out of, extrude and pull that out. An easy mistake that I have seen students make in the past is to not consider edge flow at this point and think, well, I need to have this go out and back up again, so I'm going to extrude again, and then grab the top of this and extrude that up and call that good enough. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, it is not good enough because this does not have edge flow. The edges, if I were to add them in, would go from here straight down and from here straight over. It does not flow with the shape of the object. If I want this to flow with the shape of the object, I want to grab the face, extrude this out, and instead of extruding again, what I could do is to grab this edge right here and just move it backwards a little bit. And I can move this one upwards a little bit. And now if I grab this face, extrude it out, you can see it's creating a bend in my model. I can even click my rotate right there, rotate this a bit more, back to move, and pull it up. And now I've got an arm with a natural bend to it. If I were to go to mesh smooth and round it out, you can see which one of these looks more natural the way it bends. This one right here has a weird bulge in it where the elbow is, but over here we have a nice smooth bend. I also recommend, when trying to model something with a curve to it, don't try to do it piecemeal like I just did. Instead, what you want to do is to begin and then extrude out to the end, wherever that end is going to be. Maybe it's going to be way up here. I can click my rotate like this, and say, I want this to bend from here naturally all the way up to there. I'll make this even higher so it's a bit more exaggerated. There we go. And now, instead of trying to do it bit by bit, I'm going to use the Mesh Tools Insert Edge Loop tool, add an edge loop in the middle, use my Move tool, and push that down until it's roughly where the bend would be. And add another edge loop here and here. In each of these, I can add a bit more bend and a bit more bend. There we go. The great thing is now, not only do I have a nice evenly made bend, Every time I add an edge loop in, this flows parallel along the shape and then perpendicular to those parallels.